Hey, Steelers Nation, welcome back to another episode. Steelers Realm Podcast. We got another game coming up. Game number 2, week number 2 in Steelers season. We're going to talk about it right here. So stay tuned. Stick around for Steelers Realm Podcast.
Welcome to the Steelers Realm Podcast. And now, here are the boys of Steelers Realm.
As always, thank you, Andy Hart. Welcome, Steeler Nation, back in. I'm one of your hosts, JT, joined by my buddy, the famous TA, and the producer in the house tonight. And by the way, I want to apologize. Sorry I missed it last Thursday's episode, but I'm glad to see Freight Train was able to jump on. Good to see him again, and good to see you guys again. Week 2, we got our first home game coming up. Oh, I'm stoked, man. What do you guys think about what's coming up?
Well, JT, first of all, man, welcome back. Second of all, welcome Steelers Nations. And third of all, man, I'm beginning to think the NFL is like a soap opera here, brother. I mean, the first game was, Aaron Rodgers going back to his old team, the Jets and the hoopla, and now we got the same thing this week. We got DK's family coming to visit him at home for a family reunion. I'm like, this is like primetime TV stuff, man. Daytime drama.
Oh, they build that stuff in, dude. When they look at it, they're like, okay, this will work. Yeah, we got DK going against his old team. We got Justin Fields going against his old team. Aaron Rodgers going against his old team. Oh, we got matchups about the yin yang. We got other team members that went other places. Games coming up against them. Chargers, Raiders. We got Raiders on the schedule too.
Right. It's like storyline after storyline after storyline.
It is. It's not your father's NFL anymore, folks.
No. Bubba's got to be living the dream. This is like WWE anymore.
It sure is.
I'm just waiting for TJ to come off the top rope.
Almost there. Hey, somebody brought something out. I'm going to talk about it later. I'll bring it up later.
All right.
I'll bring it up later. But, hey,
Okay.
We're back home. First home game, home opener of the year. 1 o'clock game. It's going to be beautiful. They're calling for 81 and clear. So show up. I know the tailgating will be going heavy and hard very early. So get your spots in there early and look around. You'll see a lot of players have some little gatherings there too. So look in the Gold Lodge. Just a little hint for those up there. But that's on Fox tonight. Or Sunday, guys. A little bit different. So they got Adam Amin, Mark Sanchez, and Christina Pink on that call. And, of course, on Steelers Radio Network, you know the guys. We got Rob, Max, and company. And so should be a good line. What is the line on this game? I didn't get a chance to check yet. You guys have that in the over-under?
Steelers are opening up. Last time I seen it, JT, it was like 3.5. We're
3.5.
We're getting the home field advantage pick.
Same as last week, and we didn't cover.
Same as
better
last
cover this
week.
time.
Yeah, will we cover this time? Stay tuned and find out.
And speaking of that, not covering, I mean, who would have thunk 34-32 and you don't cover?
It hit the over at like halftime.
Totally blew out the over under on that. What was it, 38.5?
Yeah, it was that. It passed it like halftime.
Yeah, one team had that many points. So interesting. That's just, man, so hard to play these first couple games, really. And I think Tomlin even alluded to that a little bit. Like seeing a lot of it. Like, look at the overhauled room of the Steelers, the line, like all the changes that are going on. I don't know what team's going to show up on the field. Well, we found out what team showed up on the field last week. Of course, you guys talked about that, but I'm looking forward to getting into what we're going to see and some of the questions you guys have of what you want to see going into it. Why don't we start that off a little bit? But let's talk about somebody else here. We got a new person to join the team. Peppers, after we got the news that Elliott had strained, what was it? It was an MCL?
MCL, yeah.
Strained MCL. So they're saying it's not that bad. Of course, they said that about not Broderick Jones, but Harmon. And, we'll see. So they made the move that went out and signed Peppers. So, TA, maybe you could – why do you think, if this is such a good pickup for us, and I love the player as a player, why do you think that he was available, first of all? Why did New England cut him?
That's $1 million question. And first of all, I mean, look, this isn't 2017 anymore. In 2017, the Steelers went ahead and we courted Jabril Peppers. I mean, coming out, and there were some in that draft class that thought we were really going to pick him up. And quite honestly, who did we end up going with? We ended up going with TJ Watt because the Browns swooped in and got him a couple of
That's
picks
right.
earlier. But the problem is that is Jabril. I'll get it down by the end of the season there, Steelers fans. Anyways, Jabril, he really never took off in Cleveland. And he's kind of been hampered on and off with injuries as well. So, he bounced around. He went to the Giants. Okay, not so bad. Then he ended up in New England. The thing that scares me is this is a Mike Vrabel Patriots team now. All right. And all of a sudden, you're going to give up one of your top defensive players. Was it because of money? I mean, you got more than enough money underneath the cap. What did he actually do to fall out of favors is more probably the question. And we did such a great job, JT, of getting rid of all of the cancer in this locker room. Did we potentially bring one back?
Maybe.
Well, as we were talking earlier before we went on too, it's like this isn't the NFL, your father's NFL anymore. The Steelers wouldn't even take a sniff at a player that had domestic abuse, drug problems, you name it, legal problems in general. Steelers wouldn't even look twice at a player like that nowadays. So I don't know. Maybe
I thought we just got rid of all our problem makers. What are we doing now?
Yeah.
I mean,
so maybe his is just off the field. He sure seems to be a terror when he gets on the field, and it seems to be a nice fit when looking at it from a high level at this point, based on what we're picking up as we go.
I mean, yeah, he's probably top 10 safety in this league if you're just looking at his play on the field. So if we can get him, he says, wondering why the hell the Patriots released him. You got to think there's more going on there. Obviously.
Yeah, that's the big question. Was it legal? Whatever. Hey, we'll see how it plays out, man.
Here's one more thing to think about too. If it is true that Deshaun only went ahead and tweaked his knee, okay, so we're looking at maybe 4 or 5 games back. And if Peppers can come in and he can play the box and play physical football, because that's what we're looking at doing right now, man. We're looking at the bigs. We're looking at playing physical, and he can make that presence and help us and not hinder us. You know what? This could be the steal of the century for us. I still would have liked to have seen Justin Simmons, though. That's my personal opinion, though, man.
Yeah, true. What did you say? We'd rather not have the criminal.
Exactly.
The accused or
because,
alleged.
Because remember the last time we picked up a Patriots player and brought him over? I mean, I believe he walked off the game and he ended up getting one of our running backs in trouble for smoking a little Mary Jane going down the highway.
And then it went back to New England.
Yes. I'm like, I just don't know where we're at here. But anyways, I don't want to digress. We'll keep her moving, buddy.
We'll keep it moving. Yeah. So anyhow, we'll see. There was some tape on him in practice today. He looked pretty sharp. Obviously he's been working out and everything. So I don't know. There's some excitement there too. So, but
Jalen Ramsey sure is excited for him at least.
Yeah. Well, hey, that's good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's starting
so
to run
what are we
our
gonna
secondary, starting to make us look pretty damn good with Ramsey, Porter. So many great players in the secondary now.
I'd have to say Ramsey had the hit of the week because you can't go 5 clicks and not see that hit somewhere on social media or on Sports Center or any highlights anywhere. That was quite a statement there too. And I saw some film of Peppers doing exactly the same thing, popping balls out of receivers right when they catch them. So it's gonna be fun to watch. So we may even see him this week. What do you guys think? I mean, is it possible? Sure.
Absolutely, it's possible. I think we're probably going to see a little bit more of Chuck because Chuck's been around here with us a little bit more.
Sure.
But absolutely, on certain plays, it wouldn't surprise me if you've seen Jabril Peppers come in there and put a smack or two as he's starting to get a little cohesion. Because let's face it, as Tomlin likes to say, man, he just jumped on a moving train, JT.
That's it.
He's got to get started now.
That's right. Hit first, ask questions later.
Exactly.
All right. So 1 o'clock, game number 2, Seattle. So what's Seattle right now? They 1-1.
They're 0-1.
0-1.
JT, we've only played one game. This is week
That's
2,
right.
brother.
I
You're
know
wishing
that.
a season away. It just started, man.
Okay, so 0-1.
They got their butts kicked by the 49ers. Well, it was sort of
There
close.
you go.
I don't know if it was necessarily got their butts kicked, but they didn't look good, and they had a horrible outing with a guy who signed a lot of money in the offseason in Sam Darnold. I mean, Sam's no longer with the NFL quarterback whisperer. Are we going to see the Darnold of old, or are we going to see the new and improved Darnold?
I mean, I'm thinking we might see the old version of him, especially with his pass rush going for him, because TJ Watt's going to make him see ghosts again.
Well, let's talk receivers he has to work with first. Since we brought up Darnold, let's run with that.
Oh, he's got,
what's the Steelers going to see facing it, and how are we going to match up?
Well, first of all, you're going to see a pretty good matchup with Njigba. I mean, he came out of Ohio State. He was a number 1 draft pick. He was really, really good. It'll be interesting to see how him and Darnold are starting to mesh. And let's face it, Jackson Smith-Njigba is the whole reason Seattle felt comfortable enough of letting DK go. I myself personally, I'm thinking to myself, I got Jackson Smith. Yeah, I got Jackson Smith Njigba. I got DK Metcalf. And I went ahead and I picked up Cooper Kupp. Not that he's the same Cooper Kupp of yesteryear.
No, but he's still Cooper Kupp.
Right. Yeah. He's still enough to draw some attention coming out of that slot. I mean, if you looked at it, they would have 3 better wide receivers than what we had at this time. And that would be a pretty good package for Sam Darnold. And you could go ahead and throw in an AJ Barner coming off the line there for as a tight end. But they have a lot of faith in this kid right now. And at the end of the day, it's going to be interesting to see how they utilize him. And whether or not we don't know if Joey Porter Jr. is going to be out there. He did not practice today, by the way. Still nursing that hamstring. And honestly, I'd rather not see him. And truth be told, guys, think about this.
Yeah, not yet.
Hamstring can be a nagging thing. Do not force him back out onto the field. I think we've got enough depth that we could take care of it because we got Jalen Ramsey, right? Mm-hmm. We got Darius Slay, right? We pulled up James Pierre from the practice squad. So I think we've got more than enough to take care of Smith, Njigba. Kupp is the one that I'm a little concerned about because he's that sneaky guy, and that's where Queen and Wilson. Thank you. My God, I felt like a skipping record there. Did you hear me? Or it's a new rap song. Anyways, that's where I think that we're really going to have to look at matching up with them.
Well, and he took a lot of criticism this week too. Peyton Wilson did over his inability to come off blocks and out of position kind of stuff was the same thing that plagued him last year. Now, he was decent on some coverage.
Yeah.
But, I mean, that run game was atrocious. And, my thoughts going into this is, what have the Steelers done? The corners in the backfield, I'm not too worried about. But, what have the Steelers done to address the 180-some yards that we got rung up on last week? Okay, was it a bad game? As Boston said, sometimes you just have a bad game. The Steelers just have a bad game.
Look, they're going to go up against Charbonneau and Walker. All right, we gave up 182 yards. We gave up that much in the last time we played regular season in the playoffs. Okay, now, correct me if I'm wrong, producer, but Walker had a pretty quiet week in week 1, correct?
Yeah, he's quiet. Charbonnet was the leading rusher.
Charbonnet was the leading rusher. Absolutely right. And that was a whole whopping, 47 yards?
Yeah, but they were going up against the 49ers, a tough defense, so it's hard to say if it really is just a bad running game or did they just run into a really good defense.
Right. So now when you look at it, it's like, okay, Cam, everybody was giving him a little hard time too. He's looking a little old, looking a little slow. Benton in the 3rd year, come on, dude. You haven't turned around and you haven't got to where you needed to be there yet. And I tell you what, YA Black, baby. I think we're going to see a little bit more of him this week. And I think, and if worse comes to worse, I think you have to bring in Cole Holcomb as
a lot of calls.
1 and 2.
A lot of calls for him today. Hey, Retro Gaming Genesis. What's up, Browns fan? I think you're going to I'm not reading it too well on my phone here. I think you're going to tear up Sam Darnold. Defense is infamous for tearing up QBs with his skill. Also tempted to put Metcalf in over the hill for my slot wide receiver.
I tell you what, that might not be a bad idea because if Hill decides to blow up before the game like he did last year, he might not play because it looks like that was another thing. Here we are in the rumor mill again. Tyreek Hill coming to the Steelers. Really? Come on, man. Come on, man.
But hey, Retro Gaming Genesis. Let's look up for the Browns game too. What is that? Week 6?
This week the Browns are underdogs by 11 points.
Right after our bye.
Yeah, right after the bye. So, yeah, well, we hope so. Would like to get us a little bit more pressure, and I think we will. And I guess the point that I was making is, they had a dual threat. Of course, we're no stranger to dual threat with Baltimore, and we had to account for Fields and had to account for – and if you look at some of those replays, you can see some hesitancy on, am I watching for Fields or is he going to hand it off? I mean, it definitely was impactful, and it worked.
It was the RPO game. They played the RPO game. Yeah.
And it worked well. And we did not defend well against it. So I'm hoping that that's something that can get corrected somewhat.
I don't think Darnold really runs the ball, so there might not be a problem this week at least.
Yeah, and I don't think so. I think we'll be able to get more pressure. He's not as mobile as Justin Fields, obviously. So we've addressed the defense, the line. Yeah, I mean, are we set with YA coming back in?
Yeah,
hopefully he makes an impact, and he's helpful.
I think we're going to see a lot of YA. I mean, in all honesty, guys, I mean, we've seen him in the week 1. He's going to be in there for Harmon. And I really feel, I said this at the post-game show after the Jets, I really think this is going to be beneficial for the Steelers because you get YA in there. Harmon comes back. He hits his peak. YA starts to hit his peak. Man, by midseason, we might have that defensive line that we've all dreamed about. And that'll be right about the time we're getting ready to see Derrick Henry and the boys come through.
Yeah.
Would love that.
Yeah. Okay. Next thing. Let's flip the field a little bit, or do we cover everything there? Any other notes when Seattle has the ball that we need to be concerned about?
Well, I think just when we get into some short short
Short yardage.
drives or short yardage plays. Exactly right. We definitely got to be a little bit more gap discipline. I think that's what we really seen and what the team was really concentrating on is I think everybody was amped up wanting to make a play, and we forgot we got an A gap we've got to cover.
We got assignments, yeah.
We got B gaps we got to cover. We got C
Who
gaps
cares?
we got to cover. We got D gaps we got to cover. Boys, we've got to use our 3 or 5 techniques or 9. I mean, we've got some different things we got to do. And communication. We got to talk. We got to talk. Look, let's be real. The Jets game, for all the excitement it was our real true first preseason game.
It really was. For the starters to play. It really was.
Correct. Absolutely. So I think if the defense can shore that up, man, it'll be good. But you know what? I just want to put this out there, Steelers Nation. If we hold them to less than 50 yards, I don't want everybody to get excited. This is the Seattle Seahawks right now, okay?
It's Sam freaking Darnold. Don't get too excited.
Right. And look, Retro Gaming is a first responder. So thank you very much for your service, sir. And yes, please check back in with us. There's a good possibility we might just have you on.
Yep.
Okay, on with the show. Quit talking to the fans. These low lives anyways. Who the hell are they interrupting our show? Sons of guns.
How about that? Yeah. Browns fan, first responder there. Fire to you, man. Appreciate it.
Thank you for your service, man. Really do appreciate it.
Yeah, and as you will find out that we're not any easier on the Steelers than any other non-Steeler fan is. We say it like it is, man. So, that was frustrating to watch. The Jets just having success after success after success. But yet, on the other hand, it was like somehow we found a way. He just kept delivering it. It was interesting to see. We'd come up 3rd and 8, and we're like, oh, okay, may as well go get a drink now because we're not going to pick it up. And what do? We don't have to be 3rd and short to get first downs. We actually picked up first downs, and we actually threw over the middle. So I think, and he said his back was sore, which is why he wasn't getting around too good. Trying to take some heat off of Broderick Jones a little bit.
What are you talking about? Who's he? Did I miss something? Are you talking about?
Was he out there? I didn't notice whether or not we had a left tackle that game. It looked like there was nobody there.
But he was, able to hit these, longer 3rd downs and convert them. Some of those flick of the wrist type passes. Boy, it's interesting to watch.
Well, look, the naked bootlegs running outside. The touchdown pass that he ended up throwing to Scarona. Dun, 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 dun. I mean,
it looked like it was off his right foot as he was only on one foot.
And he's still got the arm. And I was reading there that he had, and for all we want to say about Broderick, and we'll talk about that for a minute, believe it or not, our offensive line still gave him 2.4 seconds to throw the ball. There were only 2 teams that were better than the Steelers in week 1. I just want to throw that out there, guys.
That's interesting because he certainly looked like he was under pressure every single snap.
It really did. And when you're sacked 4 times, you really got to worry about that. But let's face it, 3 out of the 4 was by Broderick Jones. And Broderick really, you know what? I think that young man grew up in the NFL last week, and he even said as much. He's got to improve on everything. He doesn't want to be the guy that gets his quarterback killed and loses the chances of going to the Super Bowl. I think the kid really understands what's at stake here. And you know what? Thank you, Mr. Rodgers, for coming out and saying, well, I had a sore back, as JT alluded to, and the legs don't move as quick as they do. So a little bit was on a little bit of that was on me too.
Yeah, he said he wasn't moving as well as he would have liked to have been moving.
Exactly. But to me, that was a quarterback sticking up for his offensive line. So kudos to you, Mr. Rodgers. But I will tell you what, Seattle does bring some DB blitzes, man. And you had Julian Love, who is probably their best defensive player. Correct me if I'm wrong, because Weatherspoon, it's questionable on whether he's going to be playing producer.
Yeah, Weatherspoon's each other best player. He's good coverage corner, but if he's out, that could be a big deal, big blow for them.
Yeah, and he's got a knee right now. And then there's also their other corner too.
Nwore, safety.
Nwore, that's it. Nwore. Sounds like an Indian. Andre, shout out to you too, my brother. Glad you made the show tonight.
Hey, Andre.
But I think that I do believe that Aaron will have plenty of time to be able to throw. I think this is going to be a good week to hone a few different things, buddy. That's what I'm really looking for this week.
I mean, Seattle's pass rush isn't really that scary. I mean, at best, they have Boye Mafe, who's just fine. Like, they don't have anybody really as good as the Jets had. I mean, you look at the Jets last week, they had a Quentin Williams. The Seattle Seahawks don't really have anybody like that, honestly.
No.
All right. So my big question now, now we're talking Rodgers, receivers. I'm not really worried about our passing game. I am concerned about our running game. Do you think this is a game, like you said, TA, that, some of these, I don't know what you'd call them, some of these things that are haunted them the first week are going to be exercised for this week? Running game.
I do believe so. I mean, we're definitely going to have to work on some things. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. We cannot have a putrid running game like we did last week. But I tell you what, it's also going to be up to Jaylen Warren, man. He's going to have to hit that ground running. He's going to have to do what he did last year, or I think we're going to see a little bit more Gainwell. And I think as the season goes on too, don't be surprised if you don't see the Rook in there in some short yardage situation.
Well, I'm sure as he gets up to speed, like I'm sure you were about to say, producer, but as he gets up to speed, hopefully we'd like to see him have a little bit more success and be that 1-2 punch that we were kind of hoping that would turn out to be. I mean, Warren's got to lead the way, though.
Yeah, Caleb only had one carry, unfortunately, and Jaylen, it looked like he was getting going in the fourth quarter. The problem is they didn't start him until the third quarter. So, if they can actually give him a full game, I think he could be far more effective. So, actually, everybody
was saying about that. I didn't see the official snap count, but it seemed like every time the Rock was run, it was Gainwell for the most part. Everybody's like, "Where's Warren at? Where's Warren at?"
But so, in our reality, though, it was really pretty balanced. I mean,
it was.
We're talking a couple of plays. You know what I mean? So kudos also to Arthur to be able to know the snap count. And do you consider 2 to 3 snaps that big of an indifference in plays?
No.
I mean, that to me, that's just that's a drop in the bucket.
Caleb get more reps.
Snaps versus carries is a little bit different, though.
Mm-hmm. Right. And I get it. And carries did go to Jaylen. Jaylen did have more carries than what Gainwell did.
Yeah,
Gainwell
also interesting too.
Yeah. So I mean, I think the Steelers know who they want to be. The question is how long will it take for them to get there? And I think that one thing that we could see in this game emerge is a little bit more tight end involvement.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we need to get Moof and Jonah more involved. We got both guys making a lot of money, and they're really good tight ends. Need to get them the ball.
Yes, and I really think that we need to get Mount Rushmore involved.
Oh yeah, him too.
Yes, Mount Rushmore, Mount Washington, Mount. We need to get on the Mount. We need to mount the Mount.
Yeah. How many catches did he have? Did he have any catches?
0.0.
What's up with that?
Yeah.
Yeah, get him involved. Maybe this is the game. Like you say, TA, that Jets game, I mean, we really hadn't even seen this whole team, nor had they played at full NFL speed against an NFL opponent yet, other than, preseason games and scrimmage action.
JT, again, I can't help but reiterate, everybody's saying we need a number two wide receiver. My God. I'm pretty sure when Aaron Rodgers looks around this offense, he's thinking, how in the hell am I going to get everybody the touches they need?
Mm-hmm. Because that's going to be the problem.
They're all pretty talented.
He spread it around pretty good last week.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely,
he
did.
And we still haven't seen much out of Scotty Miller yet, or the Mount, like you said. Muth had what? Couple targets?
3 catches only.
Three catches, which were all. I know at least one of them was for a first down.
Yeah.
So you want to know the person, and I'm still been waiting here for a while for anybody to mention. Are we going to see Roman?
Oh.
I doubt it. To be honest with you, I just doubt it.
You still don't think we're going to see Roman?
I think we moving them still Roman. A little too fast, yeah.
I don't know. I think Roman is who we need to see right here. If anything, right now, I'd like to see Roman get out on the field and get a couple of catches this week.
That'd be nice, just to get him in the mix.
Yeah, you need to get him involved. Get him in the game. Find ways to get him in the game. And then we also got a comment that says moving off of Najee Harris was a great move, in my opinion.
And he's not sure if it was man. He's a Browns fan.
He's still high on Caleb.
He is. Are you sure you're a Browns fan, Retro Gaming? Are you sure you don't want to trade in that Browns jersey for the little black and gold, man? We got a room here over here in Steelers Nation for you, just in case.
Well, Retro, TA lives in the heart of Browns country, so you may see him walking down the street any given day.
Yeah, exactly, don't mug him when you're walking down the street, but if you see him, tell him hi.
But I guess at the end of the day, guys, I mean, there's where we're at. I think that we have a very good shot of winning this game. Probably like to see a little predictions, and more or less, we still got one guy who is our MVP, and that is the Boz Offensive Player of the Week.
Yeah, congrats, Butts.
10 points.
Yeah, special teams. There you go. Special teams. Hey, and you know what else too? I got to throw this out here, man. Because it kind of brought me back. It's a real quick story because I know we got to go. Brought me back to my youth. For Steelers Nation who hasn't seen it yet, the Pittsburgh Steelers are going to introduce the 1933 Club in Acrisure Stadium, which is a little bit of fine dining, outstanding little player meet and greet. You got to be a member of the whole 9 yards. Well, I want to tell you, when I was younger, man, we had a 33 Club too, man. And that was for all the girls when I was back in a player. You had 3 days, 3 weeks, or 3 months, but you were hitting the bricks, babe. Now, here I am at 33 years later with still the wife. I'm surrounded by threes, JT.
You got 3 stooges here.
Well, yeah, good stuff, gentlemen. So what do you think?
You want to do predictions real quick?
Let's do predictions, yeah. Wait, we got another.
Oh, we got another?
Yeah, got another text comment.
Oh, it's Andre.
Andre, what's up, man?
How embarrassing must it be to admit to being a Browns fan these days?
Hey, at least he's on our Steeler podcast, agreeing with us on a couple things too. So
yeah, he agrees the Browns suck too. I'm kidding.
You gotta love that.
Gotta spread the love a little bit.
That's it, Larry.
You gotta blame Larry. Vegas. Vegas says the Browns suck. Not me.
All right, so Vegas is Steelers are giving up 3.5.
Yeah, rough.
I'm taking the Steelers to win this one 27-21. 2 Boss field goals. One being the game winner, a second one to put the final nail in the coffin. Mm-hmm. What say you, TA?
Well, I tell you what. We do lead the Seahawks when it comes to all-time matchups. Not by much, but we do lead them. The last 2 times we have beat them. We are at home. I like the fact that we're at home and we're not going away. it'll probably be another high-scoring game because I'm not feeling in love with Terrell Austin right now. He needs some help. It's either he needs some help or Tomlin needs to sit on the sidelines. One of the two, but there's a problem with this defense. And you've got too much star-studded power. And I have a feeling we're going to see Aaron go ahead and probably put up, I'm going to say 27 points. And the Seahawks are going to keep it close at probably 24.
I also got us doing close game. I mean, you got two defensive head coaches going at each other. I mean, it's probably going to be a close game, as it always is with Tomlin. We'll probably squeak it out at the end. I got Rodgers probably throwing, 3 touchdowns, 21-17. We'll find a way to win on Rodgers because he's our best player right now, it looks like.
Okay, got you down 21-17 for win. And TA, you had us winning 27-24. 27-24. Okay.
And I will be honest, what I really, really expect is I really expect it to be like 27-6.
You mean 50-0?
Well, honestly, I really feel that this team, and with Rodgers, can put up 27 points without a problem. In this defense, with what we have, should be able to hold them to 6 points. I'm just not sure Terrell's got this team where it needs to be yet. There might be a mutiny before it's all said and done with. We might have back-to-back season or every other season now where we got rid of an offense coordinator and then we turn around and get rid of a defense coordinator. But, yeah.
Yeah. Last week I predicted us to blow out the Jets. That didn't go so well. So I'm hoping I can reverse jinx us this time. We'll actually blow out the Seahawks.
Well, if the Jets wouldn't have scored any points, we would have blown them out. But unfortunately, they scored almost as many as we did.
And did you see that? Andre, back-to-back 30-pointers.
Ooh,
man, Andre,
wow.
I might have to look that up to see when the last time the Steelers did score 30 points back-to-back weeks.
All right, we got to get him in there. Andre, 32-17. So bring these predictions back up next week or Monday. We'll see who gets all the love. So
let's see.
Any other ones out there?
2014 was the last time we scored 30 points the first 2 games of the year.
2014. Whoa. You sure it was 2014 or 2017?
No, it was 2014.
Because I'm showing 2017.
Oh.
And Larry's
Google, have you failed me?
10. Oh, look at all these Steeler fans, man, coming out with these high scores.
Yep.
Well, okay. I could get Larry down.
Larry has his what? Winning big?
39-10. Hi. 39-10. That is an interesting score, Larry.
How do we get to 39, Larry?
Yeah. There is safety in there or something somewhere?
4 of them.
What with 2 safeties?
I got you back, Larry.
Oh, man. All right, guys. Well, hey, sounds good. I'm excited for Sunday. Home game, finally. That'd be a great day to be down there, too. Beautiful weather out, beautiful tailgating. The beer will be flowing. The iron will be flowing.
You know what I'm more excited for is all these new guys we brought in to get to experience that first home game as a Steeler with all those terrible towels. That's got to pump you up. And if it doesn't pump you up, I go back to what Cam says. You don't need to be a Steeler, and you need to get on the bus right after this game and just haul ass out. You don't need to write a letter. You don't need to say goodbye. You just need to go. If you don't feel that after this game, you don't belong here.
They're going to find out what Renegade is all about.
You know what? I hope we don't even have to play Renegade.
They'll still play.
I'm hoping they're still going to play it, but I'm hoping at 27-6, you don't even need to bring it out. Don't even put the needle down on the record.
That's just it.
All right, gentlemen, it's been a pleasure. Steelers Nation, see you Sunday.
Thanks for tuning in. Careful in the hot tub. We'll see you next time.
Check back next week into the Steelers realm.